after the whole process went in the wrong direction in our side, in the opposition, especially my party, we tried to kind of resolve things through negotiation and discussion, but we are not successful, basically because of the unwillingness of the governing party, and so they wanted to resolve the challenge and the problem we had through violence, and it was sad, and it was frustrating because the experience we had during the campaign and during the election day, it was such a huge kind of achievement in terms of public opinion. In a way, the public embraced that we can have political change without violence, just through political debates and through ballot box. And it was such a stride in terms of political culture, in terms of public opinion. But, in a way, the way that the government wanted to handle the issue through violent means, it was in a way which leads the people or community to regression rather than towards some kind of development in terms of political culture as well. So after some months, basically the security forces instigated some kind of violent clashes with our supporters and protesters, and then of course the regime wanted to hold us accountable for that loss of life and property destruction. And we were charged with all types of crimes, starting from treason and an attempt to overthrow government through unconstitutional means, and even genocide, and all those things were incorporated in the charge. So not only us, the political party leaders, but our supporters, our party members, in tens of thousands were imprisoned all over the country, and especially those people who are not that known in the community, and probably in the international circle as well. They were subjected to torture and maltreatment in a very bad prison condition. It was sad, and that after 21 months, we were pardoned in a way. Of course, we were sentenced into life imprisonment by the court. The funny thing about the court process was, all evidences brought before the court was the statements, we gave as a press statement, and the things we said on, in the debate, in the campaign, all these things were assumed and taken as a very normal and legal activities, which is in the realm of our right as citizens and as a political group. But, after our arrest and after our imprisonment, that was the things which were brought to attest that we are criminals, and it was a laughable process, and in a way it undermines the institution, the judiciary itself. People would not assume that the judiciary is the judiciary we are having is as an institution which finds out the real truth and which implements the laws of the country, and which renders a real justice. So it was a very frustrating process. But the bad thing, more than our plight and as political prisoners, the whole political space was changed entirely, and the space for the political opposition, the space for civil society, and the space for the private press was dramatically narrowed down. And in fact, this time around, the government became very blunt about it. And, before 2005, even in 2005, the regime kind of portrayed itself as a cherisher of, the ideals of liberty and rule of law and everything. But this time around, the regime is conveying a message saying that liberal democracy is not for Ethiopia. We are against neoliberals and all those things. Actually, the prime minister of the country is becoming very prominent in articulating some bankruptcy in liberal democracy or neoliberals and all those things. So they promulgate series of laws which curtails the space for the opposition, for the press, for the civil society, as I already said. And there is a very interesting promulgation, which is a new development in our legal process, which is law against terror. And basically what this law is serving as, they used it to criminalize dissent in any form. The dissent formulated by a journalist or a political person or even a citizen. Actually, as the result of this, hundreds of people are still behind bars. And so 2005 and the things happened in the aftermath. It affected the political process in the political space in a very bad way.